So I think we've kind of covered where we started, and as my dad said, he needed somebody on both sides of the water to make this happen, and Jane was the one here, and here we are 20 years later, and we have a new mayor, and we're so happy to see that he is also embracing this, and that inaugural flight in May on Aer Lingus, which is a result of the actions of this twinning, these partnerships, these relationships, this economic development, the focus on economic development, this focus on culture and education and music and sport. You know, we've been doing this for the last 20 years. Heck, they've been doing it for, you know, years before that. But here we are now 20 years later, and we're reaping the benefits of what happened 20 years ago, and I hope we can say that again in 20 years. So now I'd like to welcome our current mayor, Mayor Justin Bibb.
Good evening. Good evening. First, I want to just acknowledge and give a special gratitude for one of my predecessors, the great Mayor Jane Campbell. Let's give her a hand. Most people don't know this, but I've known Mayor Campbell since I was in middle school. Her daughter and I went to the same middle school, and I remember seeing her on the cover of the Plain Dealer when she was elected mayor. And she's always been an amazing example of what graceful, compassionate, public servant leadership is all about. So thank you for being my example every single day, Mayor Campbell. I also want to just acknowledge all the amazing people who have made this moment and special day possible. The Mayo County Council, the 20 Committee, Terrence Deaver, Kenny Deary, and the Malloy family. Let's give you a round of applause. So, I gotta admit, I had no idea what I was in store for when we kicked off this inaugural flight from Cleveland to Dublin. No idea. And in my haste, you know, my staff prepared a very robust agenda with Mark and the team from Team Neo for this week-long trip to Ireland. And I didn't read the itinerary before I landed in Dublin, by the way. And someone forgot to tell me that we would take a 4-hour drive from Dublin Airport to Athens. And I was a bit annoyed and tired, adjusting from the jet lag. But as I woke up from my long but brief nap in the car, Kenny didn't kill me in the car, by the way, which is nice. I did a little reflecting on the amazing history of the Cleveland-Achill relationship. I discovered a whole lot. I discovered that our city, the great city of Cleveland, Ohio, is home to over 300,000 folks in our community who have called Achill home. I discovered that the people of Ireland, the people of Achill, helped create Cleveland to become a beacon and a light of the first industrial revolution in the United States. And I discovered that it was the people of Achill who helped create an amazing backbone in our city. A backbone of hard work, a backbone of innovation and entrepreneurship, and a backbone of giving back. Those are the values of Cleveland. But those values were shaped by many of you in this room this evening. And some might say, well, what does that mean for the youngest black mayor in Cleveland's history? What do we have in common? We have a lot in common. My grandparents, on both sides of my family, just like many of your ancestors, came to Cleveland for their shot, for their version of the American dream. And they found it. My late father, Donald Bibb, served with many of your ancestors and your family members as one of the first black cops and firemen in Cleveland Heights, and also was a police officer. So they loved him so much that in my office at City Hall, when he retired, they put a little quote on his helmet. It says, "Brother Bibb, congratulations on your retirement from your Irish cousins." So we have a lot in common. And as we commemorate these 2 decades of our amazing, special relationship, I'm so excited and hopeful and optimistic about the next 20 years of what's ahead. Because Cleveland's comeback and Cleveland's next chapter is going to depend on all of us in this room to build on this foundation to make sure that we do even bigger and better things in the future. And so I'm excited for this amazing recognition. I'm excited to go back to Achill on vacation. Before I present this special proclamation, I want to maybe break some breaking news. If I'm blessed to get reelected, maybe I'll move to Achill and run for mayor. Congratulations on 20 plus years.
Shake hands? We'll shake hands. Paparazzi.
Paparazzi.